Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome on in. We are going to be continuing Phoenix Wright with case number 4. Excuse me. Hope you're all having a good one. So this is going to be a shorter stream, mainly because I have a interview tomorrow. So have to make sure I get my sleep, have to make sure I prepare, etc., etc. Hopefully I land the job, so wish me luck. But yeah, like shorter stream mostly because I just want to make sure that I get the sleep I need, that I prepare, that I feel ready, and hopefully I'll have a new place of employment afterwards. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you, Bubbles. Appreciate you. And thank you for being first. Welcome, welcome. I know these Monday streams are a little slower, so we're just gonna kind of take it easy, just kind of glide on in with the story and just kind of, just feel it out. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's it. But welcome. So with that said, let me make sure that because I actually forgot to hop into, there we go. I forgot to actually do the thing that allows me to have my thing on screen. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch scenes. I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're back. All right, so let's continue. Where are we? 230924, 230958. Yeah, 58 seconds is not bad. Let's try that. Let's see. Yes. Wait, what? January 7th. Wait, hold up. Let me see. 10, 20, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, well, let's try this one. I think that's the one, because I know it's a new case, right? There we go. The girl. Let her go. Oh, right. Yep. Shut up. Come closer, and I'll kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Whee! I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Hey, Kokiri, welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. Name, Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Here, her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. "6 years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. February 16th, 9:24 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I should never have accepted this case. Dick! Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing, I swear. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't kill anybody. Oh my god. Smacking myself around trying to wake up. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk. Try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lied. I didn't escape from nowhere. But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry. I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. I'd never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Okay, I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it. I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. And about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. You did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left. She was alive, it's true! I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. You're not gonna figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big, scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Doing well. Going to see Iron Lung tomorrow with some friends. We all got the day off specifically so we could go and hang out. Hell yeah! I hope you all enjoy it. You're gonna have to let me know how you liked it, Uncle Cutie. See, hey Rose, welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. Nice to see you. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes, I heard that simple, childlike voice. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. I'll definitely give you a yay or nay. Okay, got you. Thank you, Cookie. See, Iron Lung was my nickname when I used to smoke. Damn it, Bubbles. February 16th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers? Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So, you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia, you can't lose, not to someone younger than you. Younger people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon, is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. A witness's testimony? The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, a person who confronted this criminal. The person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall into the river are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away? The policewoman you mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha! I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Ah, the truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Well, wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fey. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Young people this day simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of the case. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I got you. Okay. Let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met here on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Alright, what was this? Dusky Bridge map added to the court record. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I'd like you wagging your finger at me, though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go. Let me, hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me, and get ready. Let's see. Boo, 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 boo. All right. So on the day, okay, wait. Sorry. Let me get my. All right. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! I was caught napping. Let's see. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right, especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean the defendant, the witness. Everyone's a beginner in here. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Videos? Court procedure videos? Ooh, okay. Okay, what do I have as evidence to present? Anyway, I have the autopsy report. Stabbed with a knife in the back. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Proof of my profession. It's brand new and sparkles in the light. Let's see. Bridge located 40 feet above the Eagle River. Let me see here. 40 feet, 5 yards. Okay. All right. I am trying to... Hey, Tiku, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday Eve. Welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good one. Boo. No! Oh my goodness. All right, stretching here. All right. Let's see. It's okay. Thank you, Tiku. All right, so I don't have much to go on here other than, so it should be a really simple contradiction, right? Let's see. I guess we have to press. We don't have a lot of evidence, so I guess we just press on stuff. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Press. This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo she had left in her desk. See, victim's note, confidential police materials written by the victim. According to this note, it seems that the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so f***ing sneaky. See, so much to do, so little time. I can move or stay away. God, I feel that, Tiku, so much. I feel that so much to do, so little time. Like, I have so many things to take care of by tomorrow. Let's see. A cute face, huh? Right? Let's see. Sergeant Hawthorne went to the Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. Let's see here. Let me check the, let me see here. February 14th, 1:21 p.m. Falls, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Delilah. Aha, there she is. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Let's see. Yeah, Nick, I understood your taste, but he was a little bitch before you set him right. I like that cookie. Red card. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's see.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, Ishnatal, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. Let me do a quick stretch here. Thank you for the care package. There we go. Quick sip of water and let me reorient myself here. Okay, posture's good. There we go. Welcome to Moonside. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. But to be fair, that's Comet Observatory, not Moonside. Hello and goodbye. Okay. I hope you have a good one, Ishnatal. Thanks for poking in. Let's see. No, you say hi, I say goodbye, I say hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Remind me to show you Moonside so you get the reference. Will do. Will do, Ishnatal. Let's see. Alright, press. Yeah, let's press. A bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there? Because it's a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. And that's where she was... Okay, so press. Yeah. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah. They were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move." Let's see, it was great. We even got to say, "Don't move. We've got you surrounded." Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? If that's what happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Let's see. Criminal stuffed her body into the car trunk and tried to make her getaway. Press... Yes. Mr. Falls had a car then? Let's see. Mr. Falls had a car then? Let's see. Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Naturally, the body of Valerie Hawthorne's in there. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. Let's see, a photo of the trunk of Falls' car. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here. You can't tell from this photo, but a knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, where's the scarf? There's no scarf. Witness. What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten, want a piece of my coffee candy? Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia, shake it off, you're a lawyer. Detective! Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? Very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten that the victim looked like thus. Let's see. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like, thus this special request. I have one very simple question for you, detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. Ah! The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for is this one. Is it this one, perchance? Where did you find that, sir? Where did you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. What? Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising, it was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Let's see. I smell holes. Speaking. KF Swiss Swiss cheese? Speaking of Swiss cheese, you're right. Let's see. Worn by the victim at the time of the incident found on Dusky Bridge. I have hiccups. Oh. Excuse me. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Fay? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively that with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving at his whim. Don't forget, kitten, there's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. A genius, huh? I bet. He would like it, I bet. Oh my god. Excuse me. Events on Dusky Bridge. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. The Vic wearing the scarf. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Well, she's facing him, though. Well, let's see. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha, potential witness, so why isn't that person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see, witness's photo seems to have been taken by the witness. So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Ah! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. No, not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. Oh, What do you mean? Let's see there. Actually, there was an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. Let's see. Okay. The photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the victim wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling on that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That makes no sense. At least we can't tell that from this photo alone. What? Let's see. Press. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. Save your nasty looks for the right person. Huh? Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. Hey! Watch where you spill your coffee. A court record, huh? Yeah, since it even emphasized the court record, let me see. Yeah, it's gotta be the friggin' photo. Let's see. Present. Let me see the photo real quick. Do I have the trunk photo here? I do. Yeah. Okay. I mean, clearly... Huh. I think this is the statement. It's gotta be the statement. It's gotta be the statement. Let's see. Crime photo. I think this is it. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is the photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with any of her coat's dry? Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. Was it about? Let's see. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. That's exactly right. The other day I fell in a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on the muddy street, your glorious hockey beard pride of the legal league would be wet, but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? The surface of the bridge? Huh. A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. It would be the scarf, right? Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. It's the scarf. It would have to be... Oh, yeah, it would have to be the scarf. The evidence is the scarf. Ah! Aha! It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. Hey, same to you, you, buddy. Edgeworth called Mia a bimbo? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm willing. Yeah, I'm going with Kokiri on this one. It's just like, I understand your taste, but Edgeworth was kind of a little bitch, wasn't he? Edgeworth is being a little bitch, isn't he? All right. Miss Faye assertion makes perfect sense. Mrs. Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the contradiction of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? All right. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here. You're doing pretty well for a little kitten. Armando? Mr. Armando. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. That was the coffee aficionado over there that said it. This court is not in the habit of escaping false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as flimsy scam it really is. Yes. The false evidence in this case it's the witness's testimony. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness. It's a witness that... Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. Let's see. Sorry, I keep tripping over my tongue. The defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. Tiku, don't tell me. What Mr. Edgeworth said kinda worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons a woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Everyone's so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. No, it's worse. Tiku. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double on a dozen. Oh my god, that's so Canadian. Let's see. You look as scrumptious as a double-double in a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast! As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Fay, Miss Fay, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir? Yes, my dear? This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? Oh boy. And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? How could you be so mean? Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Huh? But she... It's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fay. I see. So you are... Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Look at this photograph. Oh God. Let's see. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I heard and took the photo that showed the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe a map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh, that's a cute camera, just like its owner. I want to yeet this judge. I want to yeet this judge so bad. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this, a small but powerful model. All right then, Miss Fade, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. This bitch. The lion and the witch and the audacity of this. Okay. Okay, I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. Can I get more info on that? Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. Huh? I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. God, I hate this. That's what I heard it. Okay, you took the photo at the crucial moment. That doesn't seem like the crucial moment though, right? Let me see. Present the photo they took. Let's see. Yeah, it would be this one. There's nothing crucial about this moment. Where's the picture of the crucial moment? This is just people meeting on a bridge.
Objection!
Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testify that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing that would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. My apologies, young lady, but Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one.
What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness. See, all the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos?
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself? I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, we couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps, then, could you tell us about a different sort of photo? Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Wow, you are a little shit, Edgeworth. I'm sorry. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well, then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. It looks like the other kittens in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. That was the first statement. Notice there were two people standing in a suspension bridge, started fighting. Victim turned around and tried to run away, but wait, what? What is that? Okay. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Wait, what? Press. Press. No, not tab Q. Let's see. The victim. Why do you think she tried to run away? I hit the wrong button again. With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quaggy? Why, you little f***. If it had been me, I probably would have just jumped into the river. There's still something wrong with this testimony. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Wait, what? No, there's no way. If they met in the middle of the bridge, there ain't no damn way. Where's the bridge photo? Yeah, there's no way. There's only one way off that bridge. She would have to have gone through him. There's no damn way. Witness, your testimony's a joke. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. Ugh, I'm sorry. Apparently I'm more eepy than I realized. Let's see. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What does this all mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. This is a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. That guy's good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward? Well, Miss Fay, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. Oh, no. This wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, you young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Oh, my God. Running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. He then carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Uh-huh. Let's see. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished. Don't say that. Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. Man, they make a really good mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Fay, your cross-examination, if you please. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Running from the crime. This. Alright. Okay. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in arms. Okay, that... Then carried her over to the car. Okay. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Press. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be that difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Ow. Why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Miss Fay, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. Let's see. Curious. Let me see. Seems to have been taken by the witness. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Let's press everything else. Something is weird about that statement. Let's see. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Press. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but the mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks, they just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Okay, I can't really... Pressing on you that... What is it about this statement? I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Ugh. All right. Something's... Hold on. Located 40 feet above the Eagle River. I mean, there's really no way to keep this hidden. There's no way. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving a body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Yeet! Yeah, over the bridge. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, the Eagle River is well known for its powerful currents. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body into the water. Order! Oh, whoopsie. Order! Order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye, but I must admit it does seem odd to have thrown the body into the river. To not have thrown the body into the river. There we go. Ooh. God. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you could claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. God, he says that a lot. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Ugh. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking about? All right, I'll do my best. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in her arms. Then he carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Oh, okay, so it updated the testimony. Okay, it updated the testimony. Yeah, I thought this was a whole new testimony. Let's see. He carried the car over to the car. So this got updated. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Wait. Wait. The killer broke into the car. Okay. He carried her over. He stabbed her in the back and he quickly picked her up in her arms. Okay. killer broke into the trunk of the car. Witness this photo. It still makes no sense. Okay. Yeah, that still makes no damn sense. Okay, hold up. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Huh? Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of a stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your own very own eyes. Yes, and it's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see the car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can't clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that's being referred to is really more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car. No. Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, I don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about it, the stolen car, and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only what she saw with her own eyes. Oh. Mr. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Hey, Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. See, save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Aha! Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because
Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. This bitch. What? Let me see that photo. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere? It doesn't work. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was, well, I mean, it's pretty freaking obvious. She put the corpse in there herself. She fucking did it. Let's see. Looks at episode of One Sherlock. The owner of the car could also be drunk. Yeah, exactly. She put the corpse in there herself. There's only one way the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes? Well, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I would never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No! Preposterous to even suggest that the witness would put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs. It's the timer, right? Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. Finish it! Let's see. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. Sir, camera have timers. Yeah, right? There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Yeah, timer function. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it. Even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. Will the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? She was on the bridge. And answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? She was on the bridge. She was posing. as the victim. Let's see. She'd be right here. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order! Order! Miss Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine! Of course Miss Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Was it me? Remember that it was raining and foggy on the day. Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. Are you just making this up as you go? Where's your proof? I've got it right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Miss Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. I mean, she's like really buttoned up in the it's what was it called? Where's the victim's note? See, yeah, right there. Because he said, wear a scarf. So, confidential police materials written by the victim. Present. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf that, like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa I keep wanting to call her Forrester because of fucking Mystery Science Theater. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No! I wish I could scream out loud. It's too late for that. Shit. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. To be continued. Already? That was quick. That was really quick. I'm surprised. Let's see. We'll do number 7. So, would you like to see why this game's so tight? Oui. Sorry, I have that I have that Carbon video stuck in my head. Let's see. February 16th, 1:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 4. Mr. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we gotta get past. Obstacle? Yeah. Motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive. Huh. Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information. Right. What we need the most is info about Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill anybody. I never lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay. I trust you. That day 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me of everything. Bridge looks the same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart at any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like that one that could... You sound like... Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend, Delilah Hawthorne. Your girlfriend? Huh. Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Delilah Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. Hey, welcome back, Tiku. Delilah Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I'll kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first, I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong! Not protect our sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betrayed us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too. A make-believe kidnapping. Delilah, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Delilah says. Anything Delilah says? Oh, hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Delilah, and Valerie too. Valerie was in on it? Delilah's family's rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Delilah wrote kidnap note. We send to her dad. Asked for $2 million. $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer because she knew detective. Why has this guy got really like big unga bunga buys? Like, we tell her to, you know? Let's see. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, all right. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she'd do it for real. She'd shoot at me for real, me and Delilah. Bro, I knew this girl was trouble, but damn. I was shot in arm. Delilah, she'd jump in river. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, let's see. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into a roaring river 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, I just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just wanted to hear an answer from her mouth, that's all. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling on all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten, the ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Delilah. With Delilah. That day on the bridge, Delilah put it in backpack. Now gone with Delilah. Gone forever. Into Eagle River. It disappeared with Delilah? Huh. Wait a minute. You can come back in. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Delilah, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Delilah Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Delilah. They never found her. Swallowed by river. Gone. Delilah, my teen angel. Your teen angel. How old was she anyway? Just 14. Yikes, bro! What the fuck, dude? 14! I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days. Bro, come on. Foz takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Delilah Hawthorne an angel or is she really a... It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. Diamond added to the court record. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. Bro needs to stop mewing. February 16th, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand the defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, try to pin the crime on an innocent student. Try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason could a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think. You're still acting as a tame kitten. Mr. Armando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisting in knots is a mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. Oh my god. Vanny, how are you doing? Oh my god. Welcome in, Raiders. Hey, Vanny, hope you're having a good one. Welcome on in. Objection! Hey, Bacon. Hey, Korg. Language, Korg. Hey, Lighthawk, how you doing? How was your stream, Vanny? How was Schedule 1? Hey, Hung, welcome in. Oh my god. We're just doing some Phoenix Wright before I have to try to pass out tonight. But welcoming in. Ooh, hacking objection. Yeah, there, bud. Yup. Hey, Knight, welcome in. I hope you're having a good one. A good evening to you as well. Let's see. But yes, welcome on in. I hope you're having all a great Monday evening, especially with Vanny. If you want to hang out, we are just kind of winding down with some Phoenix, right? Feel free to hang out if you wish. Let's see. How was Schedule 1 treating you? I saw you Corrigan Knight doing a Schedule 1. How was it? Any crazy blends of shenanigan? I'm just gonna call it candy. I'm just gonna call it candy because I'm scared of whatever I say. Could be like, now I don't have a channel anymore. But anyway, let's see. I'm doing all right, getting ready for Chapter 3 tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah, nice. Let's see, how are you? I'm hanging in there. I got a second interview tomorrow, and that's why this stream's gonna be shorter, so that way I can get some sleep and prepare. So hopefully that goes well. Fingers crossed that goes well tomorrow. Let's see here. Noise? Yeah, I really hope so. I really hope it goes well. Let's see. Hell yeah, Lasty, good luck. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need all the luck you guys can muster for me. But welcome on in. We are just talking with the Canadian judge here, eh? And we're trying to find out why the person on the stand potentially murdered someone for $2 million. Let's see. But welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let's see. See, lol, browser crashed right as I read. I hope you're doing well, dude. I'm hanging in there, Vanny. I'm hanging in there.
Got an interview, got a second interview tomorrow. Looking forward to it, but also it's weird. I feel like I should feel more nervous than I do now, but everything feels kind of like, I guess, positive for like, you know, like it's like, I got this in the bag, you know. It's like that mindset, but I'm beginning to worry if that is just confidence or uncertainty disguised as something else, you know, disguised as uncertainty disguised as certainty, you know, that type of thing. Good luck, man. Thanks. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need all the good luck. Let's see. Wish you were in the same field as me. We have a spot open. It's me too. Me too, Fanny. Oh my god. I'm in this weird hybrid spot. It's like I kind of have that skill set, but I don't have enough to have the spot. It's like shit. Oh, jack of all trades, master of none. And so I don't think I'm that, but you know, like I think it's the closest thing I could think of. Anyway. But I hope you're having a good night. I hope you had fun with schedule 1 of Vanny. Let's see. Are you nervous but confident then? Because you can be both, and having confidence can make the nerves not feel as bad. I don't know. It's like I feel like I should be way more nervous than I currently am. I still want to prepare and all that stuff, but it's like, I don't know. It's like part of me is like, I got this. I'm good. And the other part of me is like, but what if they throw a curveball? I'm not ready for it. You know, that type of thing. So, but I feel like I can handle it. I still feel like I could handle that. So like, I don't know. It's this weird feeling. Had fun for sure. Schedule 1's always fun. Oh yes, absolutely. I'm glad that you guys had fun in schedule 1, especially with all the crazy kind of mixtures you can do with the various dergs you can make in that game. With lack of a better term. Van was slinging the goblin group around. Well, just don't get caught or you're gonna end up in this courtroom here. Kokiri, thank you for the posture check stretch and the hydrate. Thank you for it. All right, let me take care of it while I'm here. Yeah. All right, posture's good. Stretch, quick zip. All right. It looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her. Click. She lights right up. Very well then. Let's hear what the witness has to say. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing an officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. This bitch. Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. How do we tie you to the case? Let's see. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. Okay. I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing an officer who testified against you for... That's an interesting choice of words. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant's a horrible... Okay, so you're trying to flip the script a little bit here. The gasp! Twisted Disney princess. Yeah, that's about right. Holding a... Press that. A grudge. Why does that keep happening? There we go. Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death?
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful, your client, I mean. Hmm? Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Fox is kind of forgetful. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Fall's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? God. Well, let's add it to testimony. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps further prove that point. Oh, no, that's not why I... Enough. Witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Let's see. Goodbye, see you next time. All right, take care, Rose. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good week and a good evening. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. That's... I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. You're not giving me a lot to work with, game here. Let's see here. Found on Dusky Bridge, worn by the victim at the time of the incident. Found on... it's not white.
Objection!
Witness, I want you to take a look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf in the victim wore as identification. Ah, you're talking about the scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. That's the scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh. Well, it was foggy that day. It was just a little foggy that day. You know, people mix up colors. You know, okay, for colorblind that makes sense, but mist and fog in the air, that doesn't cut it, dude. Come on, man. Let's see. Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... it would be the victim's note, right? Or is it victim's note? that bridge. Talk to Delilah. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Yeah, it's like straight up. She's Delilah. She's not Melissa. She's Delilah. She's in cahoots. Witness. Have you ever seen this note? No. No, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Falls' instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf? Ah! Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster. And of course she goes, no. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Someone prepared the t-shirt cannon. Okay. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was... Profiles... Delilah Hawthorne. And that person is Delilah Hawthorne. Delilah Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Ka-thunk. Locked and loaded. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Delilah. Tell her this time there... Talk to Delilah. Tell her this time. There is her name. Right there. Well, what is this? So, who is this person? This Delilah Hawthorne? Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Delilah Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Delilah Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Delilah Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, that would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying... But I am. That is precisely what I am saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Delilah Hawthorne. What? What? Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Witness! Just who the are you anyway, eh? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. Hold on, let me check chat. Is that the vampire Lasat slow? He's not slow, but he's a bit of a bitch. Let's see. This is a younger Miles Edgeworth. We are checking out a case that happened, I think, 5 years ago from Phoenix's point of view. So, and then they're arguing about a case 5 years prior to that, I believe. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? It looks like that kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way, but then why... If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Delilah Hawthorne. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see... But why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really? Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let's take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Delilah Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see... I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Ah, that wasn't me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict. Hey, Hugo, good morning. Hope you rested well. Welcome, welcome. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? Rashness of youth, how charming. This coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye, what motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? I mean, $2 million fucking dollars seems like a lot of ways. Seems like a good thing. A good motive for her. Let me see. What motive would this... Wait, no, that's not it. It's the note written by the victim. Because it says, talk to Delilah, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. What motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister? There we go. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Delilah. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Delilah a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the whole world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Delilah. That's the reason Delilah felt that she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. Let's see. I'm good, thanks, and you? School is getting busy. I have final examinations in a couple of months. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad that, you know, like, you're gonna knock it out of the park, Hugo. You are gonna be absolutely fine. You're gonna show some people up. I believe in you. As for me, I'm doing all right. I have a second interview tomorrow, and I'm really hoping that it goes well. That's why this stream's gonna be shorter, so I can get proper sleep. I can prepare for the interview, get a nice meal in me before I go to bed, get a nice meal in me after I wake up, you know, that type of thing. So, yeah, like, wish me luck. Wish me luck. I hope I get it. Let's see. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was this secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Delilah and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it will be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? God, this judge, I want to punch in the mouth. He's just, dude, come on. Oh, that and Terry Falls, I know we're his defense lawyer, but like the whole, my teen angel, just like, ew, the ick, so much ick. Oh, thank you for crossing your fingers. Well, I also need to study for my theory exam for my driver's license. Oh, you got that. That's easy peasy, Hugo. I'm sure you got it. You're good. And good luck, Lassie. Thank you, Hugo. You got this. Yay! Yeah, exactly. You got this, Hugo. I have confidence in you. You're good. Let's see. Take this judge out back. Take them both out back. Right, Kokiri. Okay. Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Delilah. Putting on the old charm one more time, Delilah. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. "5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister. Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info, that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. I almost want to take Armando out back as well for the kitten bullshit. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. I'd do anything she says. Anything Delilah says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Delilah, and Valerie too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Bruh, yeah, right. Oh, God. 5 years ago. All right, 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Let's see here. Okay. The ransom prize was a raw diamond. We know that. That matches up with Mr. Falls' story. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the... After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. Wait, what? Oh, hold up. What? Okay. That's still not true because the bridge was still in disrepair at that time as well, right? That doesn't make sense. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. That makes no damn sense. Hold on. Present. Where is it? Yeah, that's not possible. Because if they're in the middle of the bridge, behind would be where the fallen out part of the bridge would be. That's not possible. Mr. Falls told us that the bridge was still in the same shape of a same state of disrepair even back then. Let's see. Let me see. When is this photo? See, being like kitten once or twice, I can allow, but every fucking time he addresses us, nah, bro. Right? Ugh. Yeah, this... You know what, I'm gonna press on this real quick. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. Yeah, that's the fallen out part. Okay. I was dazed. I turned to try to run away, but Mr. Falls turned and grabbed me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large bloodthirsty grin. Bloodthirsty grin? Oh! And in the next instant... Hey Jasper, welcome in. How's your evening going? Welcome, welcome. I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. A crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind, that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived, but I was afraid that I might be kidnapped from... Okay, so it's the same thing. See, doing good. We, riding the Phoenix of Justice. We're trying. We are trying so hard. Let me see. No, this makes no damn sense. Yeah, hold on. Present. If the map has anything to say about it, it doesn't make sense. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I ask that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed... Yeah, exactly. Instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Delilah Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Uh-oh. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, water level in the river may have been higher back then. Fire the cannon! All these what-if fucking comebacks. Oh my god. Edgeworth, please. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in water level wouldn't have made a difference. Thank you. I'm glad someone said it. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witnesses testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Miss Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. That's not possible either. Look at the photo. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Someone, I feel like I just want to give chat, like when we play these games, I feel like I just want to give chat, like, everyone gets a t-shirt cannon and just fire. Just fire. Before anyone even opens their mouth, just fire. Just fire the t-shirt cannon. Raise his hand. The fact that the dude keeps calling us kitten is reminding me of something from What If the Emperor Had What If the Emperor Had See, I don't know if you've watched any of them or care for a small spoiler. What if the Emperor had Oh, right, the oh god, I was watching that last night and I passed the fuck out. I was watching episode 1 and then I passed out. I need to do that. Yeah, I don't mind a small spoiler. Go for it. Let's see. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught in one of the bridge side wires. You can't be serious. Order! Order in the court! No, I don't mind a small spoiler, Kokiri. Like I'd say, like, go for it. Absolutely. Actually, where was it? It is... Ugh. Right there. Let's see. I could never be a judge, especially in this country. I don't have the nerves for something like this.
No. Emperor asks the custody for his name. Emperor asks the custody for his name, but skirts around it until other custodians pop up. Like, didn't we used to call him Kitten? Didn't we used to call him Kitten? That's funny. I love that. Oh my god. Ugh. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. The hell it has. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Miss Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. It would be the witness's photo. Yeah, there's absolutely no goddamn way that that's possible if this is the same bridge from 5 years ago. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wire supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone from there. No, the screaming of no. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. No, he was shot in the arm. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in his right arm. Ah, and more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had a gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge, that is clearly impossible. Gah! Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? Delilah Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping to the rapids of the Eagle River. Money! 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Delilah that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, Delilah had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. What? That's simply ridiculous! Order! Order! Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped her make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Fox, Valerie called her sister, Delilah, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth as she wrote in her notes. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Who is that? Who's laughing at a time like this? Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness, is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Actually, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14 I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey? I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? Let's see. All right, take care, Hugo. Thank you for coming by. I hope you have a good day. And I hope you have a good week. Thump, 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 thump. Thank you, Bacon. See, I'm always saying bare bones bit. Okay, yeah, no worries, Kokiri. I appreciate it. Poor kitten custody is done with them. And then being the other custodies. Edgeworth, this world of yours is ridiculous on the regular, right? Damn. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it? Without evidence, the trial's over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now, kitten. Stop it, Armando. Haven't you figured it out that you make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Delilah Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify that demon woman's crimes? I mean, it'd be Terry. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. New witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. A defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on this situation. The one person that knows what Delilah's role in the kidnapping was. The only one person can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister, Delilah, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objections. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Delilah's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Delilah died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Delilah is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Delilah Hawthorne? Delilah, did you betray me? Well, 5 years ago she promised never ever betray each other. Terry, Delilah? It's true. You're alive. You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You already know. But there is one thing I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Delilah. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Water, please. Water. Huh? I can't talk. Need water. Oh well, I guess I'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself. Oh boy. Man, he's bad and Nick if Maya didn't save him, huh? He's bad and Nick if Maya didn't save him, huh? Yup. He probably would have died. He'd probably be dead. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of... God, the way he talks sometimes, it feels like caveman. I stopped in car. I was in front of bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. I waited my car from bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Delilah. Like, there are times where he's like he's way more... Man, really thought Tarzan's speech pattern was a goal. Yeah, right, sheesh. Mr. False, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. you, kitten. I think. Who Terry Fall? Okay. Alright. Okay. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. Okay, so you walked up to the bridge. Okay. She wasn't there. Okay, so I waited on the bridge. Okay, so you proceeded onto the bridge even though she wasn't there. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put nobody in the car. All right. Finally, one woman came and she stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Delilah. Okay. Are you so sure about that? Finally, one woman came, stood in front of me. Okay. I don't know if it's the same as the original stories, but the Disney movie has that vibe to me. Yeah, let's see, in the Disney Tarzan movie, it seems to have a positive masculinity versus, yeah, I could see that. I haven't, it's been so long since I've seen that movie, but I think you're onto something there, Kokiri. Absolutely. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same as the original, that's for sure. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then, I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. What? What? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? Yeah, exactly. It would have to be whoever's posing there, because there's only one way onto that bridge. But the victim's at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls? Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place. Did you go to the special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Delilah, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under the base of the tree there. It's a special memory for me. Where have we seen that before? I looked up at it. I was just like, oh, a special memento, huh? Wow, that's sure a great memento there, buddy. Load up the t-shirt cannons. Boy, that's a beautiful piece of jewelry. Freeze them this time. Boy, can I have a look at that, buddy? Oh, don't mind what they're doing. Just focus on me. Man, that is a really masterwork piece of jewelry right there, bud. God. Let's see. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. Right? This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But He then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Delilah Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. Inserts frozen liquid nitrogen shards for added shrapnel damage. Nice. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? That's enough. Please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. No, stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess! I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No, we're so close. Just a little more. We're going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Delilah again. Mr. Falls! Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Falls! And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Delilah Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Unforgivable. That witch. Mr. Armando. You were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault? It's all my fault that Mr. Falks killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're gonna make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando? No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. One year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Only after that did Delilah Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was Guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least, it was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this.
Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings, the end. Wow, that was a much shorter case. Oh my god. Well, I mean, great timing. Like, this, I guess, all right, yes. Let me see here. Tune in next time. Let's see. Tune in next time for the climax episode as the gavel falls. Fuck you, Autobot. Fuck, another kitten asshole corp shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get why it was flat. Yeah, no worries. You're fine, Bacon. Make sure that you hit her the butterflies, right? You gullible fool. Why, right? Shit. Well, we could see the beginning of the next case, and then we'll call it there, so that way I can get some proper sleep for my interview. But let's take a peek into the next case real quick. I'm very surprised how short that case was. Damn. Can I fix Mia? She's dead. Shitashito, the treasured Crane village heirloom, whose name means 7-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this sword, is severed, the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. February 6, 9:48 a.m. Right in company law offices. Let's see. Nothing duct tape, baling wire, and a larger car battery can't fix. Jesus. Shit, alive! Alive! Let's see. Why do they always die? This is bullshit. Oh yeah, the fancy Jade's sure that can bend, cause that's real. Yeah, right? Jade's perfectly flexible, Bacon. Of course, absolutely. Hey, Nick. Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you? Sure. You are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they'll get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. I'm glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Occult. It's Winter's Spiritual Location Special. Oh. Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. It sounds too good to be true. I'll say it sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold, just perfect for training.
Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple, are you serious? Don't worry, we already made special reservations just for us. Yeah, and I signed up for the special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better. Since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there and start packing your stuff. Yeah, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I channel is a TV. Is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way! How could you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm not gonna be nice and toasty at home. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? Scarlet, it's... My name is Delilah Hawthorne. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes, oh, thank you, Mr. Nick. You do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Oh, Cult. New Year's issue received from Pearls. Delilah Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple. But I just had to see for myself who this nun really is, or really was. I just had to see for myself who this nun really was. February 7th, 3:24 p.m., Hazakura Temple, main gate. Let me see. Maya, your family training would be better. Yeah, right? Nick, use your spiritual tool. That's what he's described his beepus. Oh my god. Is he dowsing? His own personal growing dowsing rod. Oh my lord. Let's see. Let's see. It's so cold in here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Shit! Her teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly, well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Oh, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Now, come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing right now. We're high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please, follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think I would Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one. It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that had a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Oh, well, my. Quite brave of you, considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel. Reckless? Oh, wahahaha. Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to get reservations for... Yes, that's right. You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? Oh my god. Splooshed? Come on. She reminded me of Zelda Oracle Games Impa. Yeah, I got Impa vibes from her too. Is poor Maya sneezing out her soul? Maybe. Quite possibly. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here. Just because I got an interview tomorrow and then I want to make sure I'm well rested and well fed. So thank you all for hanging with me this evening. I know it's I can fix Maya. Okay, you know what? Maybe. I'll give you maybe, Sai. They are alive, so that is an improvement from your previous two choices. So you know what? I'll give you that one. Thanks for the stream, Lassie. Have a good night, everyone. Rest well, Lassie. Have a good luck. Thank you. I appreciate the good luck. Thank you all for hanging with me this evening. I know you could literally be anywhere else on the internet, and you being here means a lot. Thank you, especially now. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, morning, noon, night, wherever you may be. Please rest well. Please be kind to one another. I'll see you all real soon. And who knows? Maybe we'll get a few maybe I'll be gainfully employed the next time we meet. We'll see. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate your support and hanging out with us. Let's see, you're gonna rock it, but thank you. That means a lot. You got this, bro. Thank you. I'm damaged beyond repair. That's not true. I mean, you chose someone breathing. They are fiction. They are a fictional character, but they are breathing. So you know what? That's an improvement. Small baby steps, right? You got it. Good luck, buddy. Thank you. Let's see. Just show them the maps. I'm pretty sure that's the fastest way to not get it, but we'll see. All right. Love your faces all. Please take care of one another. Have a great week. I'll see you all on Saturday. Take care. Bye.